What's up guys, Austin here for this month's top 5 video, and since that it is October, it is I'm also wearing a horror shirt, Rob Zombie shirt, and
I'm wearing a lacrosse shirt.
Which is a horror in itself.
It is October, it is my favorite month of the year. You wanna know why? Because it is home of my favorite... Did you just fucking give me bunny ears? So, October is home of my favorite holiday of all time, Halloween. You wanna know why? Because I love horror. I love getting the shit scared out of me. And so today, for this month's top 5 video, I am joined by my collaborators, Elsie016 or Elsie Muscles Lucas, and Andy Alex. Don't do that. We are sharing with you guys our top 5 favorite horror films of all time, along with some honorable mentions, and of course, the shit stains, as usual. So let's get started with the honorable mentions.
Second, I just saw one just a second. And that's Saw.
Saw? Wait, the first one, right?
The first one,
okay,
yeah.
The first one.
The first one's actually excellent. How they the jigsaw traps in the beginning, like especially the bear claw trap, that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, you mean the reverse bear trap?
Yeah, reverse bear trap.
We do that.
My pretty much my only one. I'm not a big horror junkie. I'm sorry. I'm more of an action sports comedy.
But you do have a top 5 though.
Absolutely.
Okay. My honorable mentions. My first one. You guys can be really surprised that these 3 are not my top 5. But then again, the ones that are my top 5 are the ones I grew up with. The first one is Halloween, the very original John Carpenter one. Barely had any blood, didn't really have any gore. It's an excellent horror story suspense film. Michael Myers is one tough bastard, enough said. The second one is Psycho. Yeah. The reason why is because I didn't grow up with this movie, but the thing is, it did scare the shit out of me. I love it how, basically in that film, how they kill off the main character within the first 20-30 minutes. You don't know who to go with anymore. The last honorable mention is one of my new favorite horror films, The Evil Dead. This is a fantastic not only a B horror movie, but also a very popular, campy, atmospheric horror film with Sam Raimi. This was I think it's his first film. These are all fantastic horror films, but they did not make my top 5 for a reason, because I did not grow up with them, but those are my honorable mentions.
I'm surprised that Evil Dead's not on your list.
Yeah, you praise it so much.
It's a fantastic horror film, but
it a lot.
I saw it last year, okay? Last year.
Okay, Austin, you're gonna be happy with me saying this. I also have 3 honorable mentions.
Okay.
Alright, my first one is the very first Paranormal Activity.
Oh, okay.
That movie was freaking scary.
It was terrifying.
Great found footage movie. One of the best found footage movies. It was actually WatchMojo.com's #1 found footage movie, which I kind of disagree with.
Yeah, same.
But either way, it was still a freaking badass movie. We saw it Halloween night.
I saw 2 cuts of that movie too, by the way.
We saw it Halloween night with Cody.
Yes, we did. The first cut I saw scared the shit out of me. The second cut, not as much, but I still got a terrifying experience out of it.
Alright, my second honorable mention is Freddy vs. Jason.
Oh, that's
the 2 biggest horror movie icons going at it fist to fist, hand to hand combat.
Absolutely.
I didn't know who to root for, but honestly, who could you root for?
I rooted for Jason. Are you kidding me?
I love that movie. It was great. My third honorable mention is an absolute classic. One of the Universal monster movies.
Wolfman.
No.
Frankenstein?
The Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh, interesting choice.
This guy was a scary motherfucker.
Can I imagine?
That has to be on the top 5, in my opinion.
I haven't even seen that movie.
You kind of have to.
Now, let's get on with the list.
5!
Shall we begin?
Number 5, Scream. The original.
Ooh!
The original Scream.
Very interesting choice.
I love how Scream does its the comedy and the horror in the movie. It's absolutely fantastic.
Very good choice.
I love the original Scream. It is awesome. The plot twist.
That's an excellent choice.
The slashing.
Cliches.
The cliches. Oh man, the cliches.
How they call everything out. Yeah, that's...
I absolutely loved it from beginning to end. And I loved this as much as Scream 4. I was like, but it was a tough choice between the original and Scream 4, but I had to go with the original.
How do you even compare the 4th one to the original?
I never liked 2 and 3, but I always liked 4 and I liked the original. Here's why I thought the original Scream was better than the new one. The new one I liked. The original one I didn't grow up with. The newer one I watched and I thought was great. Then I watched the old one. I took more appreciating more as I watched it.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's understandable.
So yeah, that's why Scream, the original, is my number 5.
Alright, my number 5 is done by one of my favorite filmmakers, Stanley Kubrick. You saw this coming. It's The Shining. This is an absolutely fantastic film. It's Stanley Kubrick. He is a master filmmaker. It's based on a book written by Stephen King, which he hated. Stephen King hated this movie.
He hated his own book?
No, he hated the adaptation of it by Stanley Kubrick. He hated it. Jack Nicholson does a fantastic job as Jack Torrance, as the guy who is tasked to be a caretaker at the Overlook Hotel. As the film goes along, it's insanity meter as how it goes from sane to insane. His son, Danny, has this thing called Shining, which allows him to communicate with spirits and dead people. I swear to God, if either of you say I see dead people, I'm gonna fucking freak out. Don't do it! Don't do it! But anyways.
I see horses.
I like turtles. I like turtles.
What the fuck? The visuals, how they realize that this is a fucked up place to stay in a not really good place to, you know, caretake for a winter. Here's Johnny! If you haven't seen The Shining, you really should, because it's definitely one of those visual horror films. I can't say anymore, because if you guys have not seen The Shining, you really should, but that's why it's my number 5.
Austin, I disagree with where you put The Shining, man.
It would have been higher, but the next 4 have much bigger impacts on me as a horror guy.
Austin is going to disagree with me with this completely. I thought it was a pretty good horror movie.
Okay.
I thought it was enough to make the top 5. Cujo.
What?
Fucking Cujo?
Cujo.
That's not even scary!
Yes, it is.
Wait,
It's
what the fuck is this movie?
It's a killer. It's a dog that
Saint
gets
Bernard
rabies.
that has rabies and murders a family.
I've never seen it before.
It
murders a family. It's an alright horror movie. I thought it was enjoyable.
So alright, it makes your top 5 favorites of all time.
Yes, I enjoyed it.
Cujo?
Cujo.
That didn't scare me one bit.
That's because you're Austin.
That's because you're Austin. You have higher standards.
The
than
one
this.
scene that kind of freaks me out was when the camera was spinning
You
around.
have higher standards than this. It's normal.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I was scared by this. I never looked at the movie Beethoven the same way ever again. I thought it was very good.
I find it predictable, actually.
Predictable, but enjoyable, in my opinion. That's why it's my number 5.
Number 4. This is a good movie. I absolutely enjoyed the hell out of this movie when I first saw it. It scared me to go to sleep at night the first couple of days when after I saw this movie. This movie is not original Nightmare on Elm Street.
That's my number 4 as well!
Yeah! Not the shitty remake. Not the shitty remake.
Fuck that remake!
No, it's not mine.
The original Nightmare on Elm Street was
I
fantastic.
could not agree more. I saw that on a Halloween night. Holy shit, that scared the hell out of me.
It is freaking fantastic.
Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger.
Holy shit.
You are a boss, my friend.
A boss.
He has that campiness to provide for Freddy Krueger, but at the same time, he is still fucking terrifying.
He is fucking.
And that one scene where Nancy's in the bathtub and he has the claw coming out. He goes closer. I was like, ooh.
It's absolutely fantastic. I loved it
Yeah.
because all the cinematography, the score,
Oh my
the
god.
imagery,
Yes.
all fucking fantastic.
And the nightmare sequences.
The nightmare
oh my
sequences,
God.
holy shit.
Especially in the very end. Oh my god. I did not see that coming whatsoever. I'm not giving it away anything if you guys haven't
Me
seen
either.
the original
Because-
because it's.
Wait, no! Everybody's seen the original.
You'd be surprised at how many people
You'd
haven't
be
seen
surprised
it.
how-
Seriously?
But,
I know, but still, it's one of the best horror movies of all time.
You'd be surprised. The gore and everything. I still remember the blood geyser scene.
the blood guys are holy shit.
With Johnny Depp.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was one of Johnny Depp's first movies, I think.
Yeah.
Wes Craven's direction is absolutely phenomenal.
It is absolutely phenomenal.
It's too bad he had to make that shit stain My Soul to Take, which by the way is not my shit stain. I'm just saying.
My soul
Thank
take.
God.
I have not seen.
Oh,
it.
it's fucking awful.
When the first night I went to bed, I always grabbed a weapon in case I'd already do come out so I could stab.
And the song 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your door. 5, 6, get a
Pick up
crucifix.
sticks.
What? What the fuck? It's get a crucifix.
Mr. Do, how could you?
I'm sorry.
Mr. Do, one does not simply ruin Freddy's Nightmare song.
No one simply does that. Mr. Do, how could you?
I can't believe you just ruined it.
No, I didn't.
7, 8, better stay awake. 9, 10, never sleep again. Just shut up, you're getting it wrong. 9, 10, never sleep again. Alright, anyway, that's why it's our number 4, Lucas. Fuck yeah, we had the same number 4. I'm so happy you had that as the same one. Alex, what is your number 4 then?
That was great. Oh, this movie, Austin and Mom saw in California, and that's Dead Silence.
Really? That's number 4?
Yeah, Dead Silence. I thought this movie was very good.
Wow.
Alright, imagine this. Goosebumps. Remember Goosebumps?
Yes, I do.
Oh yeah,
Fantastic.
that one episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Night of the Living Dummy 1, 2, and
Yes.
3. Put them together and you get Dead Silence.
Yeah, that was a very underrated horror film.
Yeah, I mean, you
and done by James Wan, the director of The
Yes,
Conjuring.
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
mean, this movie has
Yeah.
dolls and they're really scary and they kill people. Just like Goosebumps. I mean, Night of the Living Dummy. You saw this in California.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, that was an amazing experience.
I thought it was a very good horror movie.
Oh, yeah.
It scared me. I mean,
It's very underrated.
definitely one of the most underrated horror film.
Yeah,
horror
it's like a
films of all
20%
time.
Rotten Tomatoes, which I don't understand.
What does it have?
20.
20?
Really?
Oh, that's just for critics or the audience?
Critics.
Assholes. And that's why Dead Silence is my number 4.
My number 3 has to do with the shark fin. Dun 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 dun.
Oh!
That's mine too!
Jaws!
Yes!
Oh, I thought you were
It's
gonna.
the same!
It's
Yes.
on my list, but it's higher.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Fantastic horror film.
Amazing. horror movie.
Amazing. It made me scared to go in the ocean for the first couple of weeks after I saw this movie.
Him too.
More than just the ocean, let me just say that much.
More than just the ocean.
Pools are see-through. Oceans are not.
Oh, I'll tell you why.
A shady
I'll
pool.
tell you
A
why
shady pool,
later
you
on.
can say why. But anyway, the acting's good.
Oh, yeah.
Cinematography is good.
One of the
The
best.
score. Oh my
Oh,
god,
man.
it's
John
just a
Williams
score
score.
so great.
John Williams.
John Williams, the
is
master
the
of
ball.
Jaws. It's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love this film, especially Jaws himself. He is
Yes.
fantastic.
Yes, the
I
shark himself.
absolutely love the kill scenes, especially one of the first kill scenes in the movie. It is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when they first see the shark, he's
Yep.
like, he's feeding stuff, and he's like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit!
Is that your number 3?
yeah, that's my
Oh,
number
okay.
3.
Okay,
Jaws
I
is
can't.
That's why it's our number 3.
My number 3 is the only zombie film on my list. I had to include a zombie film, of course. It's my favorite zombie film of all time. The first time I saw it, it scared the living hell out of me, and that's 28 weeks later. It's a British horror film. It's absolutely fucking terrifying. What they do is like how zombies are like slowing everything. No, they're on fucking like adrenaline the entire time. They're running. They're like sprinting after you. It's insane. Okay, the first sequence has one of the biggest and one of the most frightening jump scares I've ever seen in my life. How the camera moves and everything, how the zombies look. Holy shit, they are terrifying.
I bet.
20 weeks later is a British horror film. It's a absolutely fantastic zombie film. I really, really want a sequel to come out. Come on, Danny Boyle, I know you want to do it. That's the director who did the first one. It's full of tension throughout it. It's scary as can be. It's gory. It's fun. It's intense. It's suspenseful. It's everything a zombie movie should be. It's my favorite zombie film of all time, should I add. And that's why it's my number 3. But still, you guys should definitely watch it, especially if you're zombie fans.
Number 2. Many people may not know this as a horror movie. When I read this on Rotten Tomatoes, it's a horror movie.
Okay.
It's also a comedy.
Oh.
It's also a fantastic, fantastic movie. And you know what it is?
What?
Shaun of the Dead.
Holy shit, really?
Yes, I'm serious.
Nice!
Shaun of the Dead, baby. It is considered a horror film by
this
IMDb
guy?
Rotten Tomatoes. It's fantastic. Especially with Austin. I've seen it so many times.
Yeah.
It's so memorable. So many good
The
memorable
handicapped
quotes.
zombie.
The handicapped zombie. Also, the Queen song while they're beating up the one zombie.
kill the queen like what killed his power?
You shot my mom!
We don't say the sad one!
Edgar Wright does an absolutely fantastic job directing it. Simon Pegg and Nick Frost have absolutely great chemistry together as best buddies.
Not only did Simon Pegg and Edgar Wright write it together.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Oh.
Also,
Yeah.
the ending's fantastic. Everything in this movie is fantastic, especially one of the scenes near the end of the movie, right before something big good happens to them. I'm not going to explain
I
it.
remember.
It's well acted, well directed.
Yes.
The zombies were scary. Everything was freaking fantastic. That's why it's my number 2.
My number 2, that was the number 3, and that is Jaws. I cannot tell you guys, this film scared the living hell out of me. I mean, not only beaches, I couldn't go to a pool for a long time. The last time I saw it was in my film history class.
Did you scare more?
I couldn't sleep that night. The score by John Williams.
Give me a show.
Holy shit. Richard Dreyfuss, Robert Shaw.
Yes.
Who's the other guy?
That other guy who was in Jaws.
Fuck. You're gonna need a bigger boat. I remember the first time you saw the girl, the very first kill of the girl. Oh my god, I could not stop watching that scene in particular when I first saw it. Wow. I mean, just seeing her scream and just the agonizing pain she was in just put me in absolute horror. And I'm not kidding. Have you seen Jaws? I've actually wanted to come face to face with the great white shark. I'm not even kidding. Just to experience the horror myself. It's a fantastic horror film, the cinematography. I loved it how they don't show the shark, but the point of view of the shark. It makes it even more scary. Oh, and that one scene, the 4th of July scene where the little boy gets killed. Jesus.
Oh, man.
Wow. But anyway, it's a fantastic film if you have not seen Jaws. And some people count this one as a thriller. It's a straight up horror film.
Yes.
It scared the shit out of me. It's a horror film.
Yes.
Okay? But killer shark. Enough said.
There is one more thing I forgot to mention.
Go for it.
The ride at Universal Studios. Again, they had to take away the good ones to come in with the new ones.
Bullshit.
What did they replace it with? Despicable Me!
Really? Fuck Despicable Me. I'm just saying that right now.
Well, hold on
They
a second.
replaced Jaws
Fuck the minions.
with Despicable Me!
Does not compute.
No, it does not compute.
They... Fuck you guys! Jaws, my number 2. Alex, go ahead.
Alright, my number 2 is something Austin mentioned in his honorable mentions. This
Psycho?
movie, yes, it is Psycho. This
Nice.
movie scared the living crap out of me. I remember
Yeah.
seeing this in high school, Miss Mertz's class.
I saw it in my senior year.
Cameraman
Junior,
Joe remembers
actually.
her. Yeah. This movie, I absolutely love this movie, and the scene with the shower scene is one of the most classic scenes in film history.
It is.
Oh god. That was so terrible.
That was awful. I'm sorry. That was freaking awful.
Yeah, and then the plot twist at the end, oh man.
Yeah.
I think we all saw that coming.
I did-
Actually, when I first saw it, I had no idea.
yeah, I was like, oh my god!
Oh my god. This movie is one of the best, capital B, best horror movies
Absolutely.
of all time. And that is why it's my number 2.
It's number 1.
Number 1. Not only is it one of my top favorite films of all time, but it's probably my second favorite Stephen King movie of all time. This movie is The Shining. Pure and simple.
Whoa!
Holy shit!
Whoa!
Nice. These are all fantastic picks, my friends, except for Cujo.
Shut up.
It is absolutely fantastic. I loved the shit out of this movie. Especially
shit.
Jack Torrance,
Same here.
played by Jack Nicholson. Holy
Absolutely.
crap. The
I'm awfully
score.
glad you asked.
The imagery, especially the blood coming from the elevator, that was amazing. Austin, you pretty much explained like half the stuff I wanted to explain.
Oh, you still have half the stuff to explain.
Yeah. The main thing was the ending scene.
Oh yeah.
Frostbit. I'm like, damn, that's scary. Even though it's like frozen, he's still fucking
Alright,
scary.
like
Oh man, the acting all around is absolutely excellent. The scenes, especially Red Rum, come play with this, Johnny. Come play with.
Jesus, yeah.
Oh my god.
I remember the one scene where Danny goes into that one room and then he goes to the bathroom of that one room he's forbidden to go into and he sees that fucked up looking thing.
Yeah, that was just messed
Jesus,
up.
that scared me.
Even though Stephen King didn't like it, I'm wondering why he didn't like it. The Shining is absolutely fantastic. If you've not seen The Shining, you need to see it immediately. It is my favorite horror film of all time because it scared the shit out of me the most out of any of the films. It made a lasting impression on me. It made Stephen King one of my favorite authors of all time. It's just, how can you go wrong with
And
this
Stanley
movie?
Kubrick directed it.
Stanley Kubrick directed it. Absolutely fantastic director. This movie is, without a
R.I.P.
doubt, one of my favorite movies of all time. It's one of my favorite horror films of all time. And that's why it's my number 1. And Austin kind of said it.
Yep.
It's a 6 out of 5. Bye.
Speaking of making a lasting impact, I'm pretty sure me and Austin have the same number 1.
Oh, what is it?
The Exorcist!
Fucking A, we do. First of all, The Exorcist, not only my
It's one
favorite
of your
horror film.
Favorite movies of all time.
Yes, it is absolutely
What are
my.
yours?
I remember the first time I saw it. I watched parts of it in the car when we had the portable DVD players.
Oh yeah.
All I watched were the possession scenes. Those things were.
The power of Christ compels you!
Does it really? It's not that compelling, Jay. I was just.
Yes.
It did something to my. It did something to my psyche, my mental psyche.
Yeah.
Because I remember the first time I saw that film, I could not sleep for a month straight. I could not. I'd have the TV
And-
on in my room.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sucked.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, by
You
the
sure
way.
do.
The performances in this movie are all absolutely fantastic. Linda Blair as a possessed girl.
Oh, yeah.
You bitch. You caused so many nightmares on my part,
Yep.
but at the same time, that movie did toughen up my mental psyche for horror films to come. It actually toughened me up and it made me less scared for horror films to come until Paranormal Activity, Sinister, and The Conjuring.
I'm surprised you don't have those on your, not even on Conjuring, not on your honorable mentions.
Well, I mean, it's in my top 20, but not in my top 10.
I can't believe it. I'm surprised.
If I was talking about possession films, it would definitely be on my top 5. The girl who played Reagan did a fantastic job. Max von Sydow, who played Father Merritt, also does a fantastic job. And the voice of Satan in that movie.
Oh man.
Oh my god,
Oh,
wow.
man.
Oh my god, wow. That movie lasted an impression on me as a teenager and as a kid.
Yep, same here. It scared me. That's what horror movies is supposed to do. Not make you laugh. It's supposed to make you scared shitless.
And
that's what The Exorcist did.
And plus, I developed the soft spot for demonic possession movies afterwards.
Absolutely.
That's the reason why. And you know, it's my favorite horror film of all time. It's the horror film I will be watching on Halloween besides the remake of Evil Dead, just to let you guys know.
You sure like horror movies, don't you?
I grew up on horror films. I grew up on horror films.
Ian Alice will be doing something much more fun on Halloween.
Okay.
You know what it is.
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
but yes, that's why it's our number one. If you have not seen The Exorcist, you really should. Even if you're not a fan of those types of movies, you should still watch it because there is some imagery in this movie that will definitely burn images into your brain for a long time, if not for your life. And that is why it is our number one.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I am surprised at you three right here.
Shit.
Okay,
There we go.
Hey, Joe.
I'm Joe the
Joe.
cameraman. Yeah, I was in the previous top two. I'm surprised that you three, that you didn't even mention the original horror movie, Nosferatu, the vampire.
Oh, shit.
How did you not? The original monster movie. The original horror movie of the 20s.
And it was the inspiration for Dracula, man.
Yes. Seeing that you're a zombie lover, considering you have a Rob Zombie shirt on. Night of the Living Dead.
I know. I've seen the film, but it's scary. It's in my top 10 favorite zombie films. I can assure
see
you
it.
that.
Okay. And there's one other movie that you probably guys have not seen, but it's another very good classic horror movie. It's called Peeping Tom.
I've heard of it.
No.
I haven't
Check
seen
it out.
it.
And
It's
those
classic.
are the three that I have mentioned that you guys did not mention.
Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. It is time for the shit stains of horror films.
Okay, this movie I saw when I was a little kid. I thought it was amazing. And then I saw it again recently.
Of course, when you're a kid, you're gonna love that.
Yeah, I pretty much love everything when you're a little kid. But then I saw it recently. It was horrible. It was made in the 90s.
Okay.
It was just after Scream came out. It's one of the stupidest teen horror movies I've ever seen in my life. It's called I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh, is that the one with Lindsay Lohan?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
No, Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
I'm thinking if I know who.
And
killed
Freddie
him.
Prinze Jr. This one was horrible.
I've never seen it.
They kill a guy during the summertime, and then they kill a guy with their
Oh, is the guy
car.
blackmailing him, I think?
Yeah. The next summer, they blackmail. It's like, I know what you did last summer.
I think Scary Movie parodied that movie.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, of course it
They
did.
did.
The characters didn't seem believable. The plot was stupid. It was just bad movie.
Really?
Bad.
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 It was bad.
Bad with a capital B-A-D.
Yes. Don't see it. Well, see it once and then judge.
See it once.
See it once and then judge me. See if I'm wrong. See if I'm right. But either way, I thought it was bad. That's why it's my shit stain.
My Shit Stain is a horror movie sequel. We know how these all end
There
up.
we go.
They usually
There we
suck
go.
ass. The original is a found footage film. If you have not heard the original, you should at least hear because it is. I watched it recently. It is fucking terrifying. The sequel to this film, you guys should know what it is. It's the Book of Shadows Blair Witch Project 2.
What?
Blair Witch Project 2. Oh.
Blair
Never
Witch
heard
2.
of it.
Thank your lucky stars you have it. The second one treats as if the first one was real, and they use like the very first like 5 minutes as like a marketing ploy. Like you see interviews of people who had seen Blair Witch Project. There are these 5 guys that are on a Blair Witch hunt, trying to figure out what happened to the other guys that were in the first Blair Witch film. That doesn't make any fucking sense of what happens. They do bring back the found footage format somewhat. You don't get what's going on the entire time. There's plot to what's happening left and right. This has shitty acting. There's like goth girl, there's a girl that's like in a Wiccan or something like that. There's a filmmaker. Oh, and one of the most lovable things, there's a hospital scene, and out of nowhere, this girl turns. All I see this girl like just like walking back. It's all static footage. And she's like, she just
She's a puppet.
she just gradually fades, and I was like, wait, what the fuck? I was laughing throughout this entire thing. I don't get why this was fucking made. The first one is one of the scariest horror films ever made. This one kind of gave it a disgrace.
Yep.
This is a horror movie that when you watch it, for any horror filmmakers out there, this is a horror film that you watch to teach you how to not make a horror horror film, especially not do a horror movie sequel. That is my shit stain. Fuck you.
You know what? I'm gonna surprise you both. You guys had multiple honorable mentions. I'm gonna have multiple shit stains. One of them, you know, I freaking hate this movie so goddamn much.
Troll 2? God damn it! I was about you to ruin it. I want this to build suspense. Shit.
Sorry.
Fuck, bro.
Sorry.
Damn it.
At least I don't know the other one.
You know what the other one is? Thank God Rift Trash parodied this. It's Birdemic Shock. Thank God Rift Trash parodied this. Thank God they did.
The fucking burst goes.
Birdemic! Holy shit! Troll 2 just sucks. Everyone knows how much I hate this movie because of all the like shit stains I've hit on the
top 5 sequels.
Yeah, the top 5 sequels. It is freaking terrible. Troll 2 sucks. The little trolls aren't even fucking scary.
They're not even fucking trolls. They're like orcs.
They are like miniature orcs.
And then the death scene.
They're eating her.
Oh my
They're gonna eat me.
Holy shit, this movie has terrible acting, terrible direction, terrible score, terrible fucking everything. This Troll 2 sucks. You know what? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna flat out say this right now. Birdemic Shock and Terror is better than Troll 2.
Yes, I agree with that.
Wow.
And but you know why? Because it's actually enjoyable.
It is enjoyable. It's so goddamn terrible. It's enjoyable. Oh my god. Where do I begin with Birdemic Shock and Terror? It is absolutely freaking hilarious because of how bad the acting is, especially during the makeout scene. Especially during the makeout scene in the movie.
And the modeling thing.
The modeling thing. Holy shit.
Solar paddles. Solar paddles. Solar paddles.
Solar paddles.
What the hell is a solar paddle?
What the hell is a solar paddle? I don't know.
Just hanging out.
Just hanging out. Hanging out with my family. Having ourselves a party. I love that fucking scene. It's so goddamn funny how bad this movie got parodied by Rip Trash Live. And I absolutely love this as a horror film.
And I love that how it skips in the very beginning.
Oh my god, it skips over. Also, 40 minutes of the movie, you see all these clear shots of like a vast emptiness. Horses and horses peeing on each other. And then you get to see all the birds, and they make plane sounds. They make plane sounds? It just shows up 40 minutes in the movie. How do you get from 0 birds to fucking flying birds everywhere? It doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
And they're strapped to C4s.
There is a sequel to it. There is a sequel.
Oh yeah!
I haven't seen it. But yeah,
I don't think it's out yet.
We're seeing it.
Yeah,
yes, we are.
Yeah, it is actually out. It's on. It's actually you can actually buy from the site. Birdemic 2 is out in
It's probably gonna be worse than the first.
And it's the same director too.
Yep, same director, same everything. It's a cult classic. It's an absolute fantastic way to describe a tragedy.
Why were the birds strapped to C4s?
Why?
Who the fuck knows?
Why were they? Also, I love the first time the birds attack him. They go.
They use shooting him with AK-47.
No, it's like hangers. You use fucking hangers as a weapon. You missed them like 25 fucking times. That's why it's my shit stain.
And trolls. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed our top 5 horror films, our legends, and of course the shit stain. Fucking Birdemic.
Birdemic.
We hope you guys have a very happy Halloween, and until the next top 5, we will see you guys next time.
See you later and stay awesome.